Hey, Garrett, thanks for joining us today. We'll begin with Andrew Jones. Go ahead.
Garrett, I wanted to ask you about the foundation that you're involved in. I know you experienced a tragedy of a close friend back in February, and it's something that you've been involved in. I know you did a podcast back in August with somebody that you kind of went into depth about it. Can you kind of share that with us, what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, and a little bit about the story behind what happened, whatever you can share?
Yeah. So, on February 7th of this year, practically my second little brother, committed suicide. Very tragic event that shocked my family, his family, the entire community of Wilmington. This kid was, like I said, he was my second little brother because his brother and me are best friends and have been since we were born because our parents are best friends. And then my brother and Rylee were best friends, and we all did everything together. I mean, we went on family trips together. We played travel sports together. We did everything that two families that aren't related by blood did. And we've always considered each other like four brothers. Like you've seen that movie with Mark Wahlberg. That's kind of how we were, just did everything together. And just a tragic day for Wilmington and my family and his family.
Can you tell us about the foundation and what your involvement is with that, and how successful have you been with the foundation?
So the foundation is the Rylee Foundation, which is his nickname, was what everybody called him. The foundation stands for Reasons I Live On. It's like a mental health and suicide prevention foundation. His parents set this up, and they donate money to help prevent, suicide and target the mental health community. I signed with a marketing agency and loyalty above all. And actually my representative within that company is related to Rylee and his family. Actually would be, I want to say, a cousin of theirs. And so in doing that, he had a great plan for me. Like as soon as I signed with them, he already had a great plan, and it's something that I wanted to do anyway. Just because of how close I was with him, and I've always wanted to help out. And with, being a college athlete, you really can't do so, financially. So I feel like with my platform, I could do something, verbally and help spread the message across and raise money for a cause that's seems to be becoming more prevalent in this world, especially during the times of COVID.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Greg Barnes, go ahead.
Hey, Garrett. Georgia Tech has been fairly successful against the pass this year. What are they doing different, and what are they doing well?
So Georgia Tech actually kind of runs something. They've shown something similar to what Virginia does. So they've got looks where they've got the three safeties back there, one of them being like a ghost safety or like a star. So that's one way they've done that. And, versus Clemson, they went to that package with the odd front, with the three safeties and stuff, kind of how Virginia started out with us. And in the first game, they did more of like the even front. So they've got more complex than last year. So I think that's what they've been doing well.
Also wanted to ask you, we just had William Barnes on. You've been around him for a couple of years now. How have you seen him kind of mature as a offensive lineman?
Oh, I love William Barnes. One of the funniest dudes, if not the funniest dude on the team. I don't know if you saw some of his touchdown celebrations this past week, but if you go back and look at the highlights, he's got some unbelievable ones. But Will's really matured. I think when he first came, you know, he was kind of, I don't know if he particularly loved the process, you know what I mean? But now I think within the last year and a half, you really seen him grow and be more confident in his ability because, I mean, he's a freakishly strong kid, great athlete. And he's just had so much more fun with the game. Like he was very animated out there this weekend, just had a blast. I think when Will's having fun is when he's playing his best football.
Good deal. Thank you.
Our last one for Garrett comes from Ross Martin.
Hey, Garrett, as a super senior and leader on the team, what was kind of the discussion within the locker room following Virginia Tech to kind of get to where your offense obviously improved a lot against Virginia? I mean, and obviously you're close to with Brian Anderson on the offensive line. I was wondering, kind of take us in that locker room, those conversations to get y'all back on track against Virginia offensively.
I'm sorry, I missed the middle part of that question. Could you repeat that?
Basic question, just the conversations from how y'all performed against Virginia to kind of get to where y'all were much more improved offensively against Virginia Tech and Virginia. What kind of went on in the locker room to get y'all back on track offensively, run game, blocking the offensive line?
Well, I think first things first is that we've played a year without any crowd noise, and you go into Virginia Tech and, you know, they're known for the crowd noise. And so we're kind of, you know, our team's pretty young, so we're kind of caught off guard by that. But also I think we were just pressing too much, you know, and when you're uptight, you're not going to play your best football because everybody's thinking, everybody's wanting to do well and stuff like that. But when you just loosen up and have fun, and that's what we've talked about after the Virginia Tech game, is like you can't get tight just because of one loss. You know, you got to go back to who we are and what this team is. And this team all gets along extremely well, like the best I've ever seen. And we all have fun. And that Virginia Tech game, you know, you could sense some tightness amongst the team. I don't know if it was because of the crowd or just because it was an away game, first game or whatnot, but after that, we all just came together and we're like, we just got to calm down and be us, you know, and everything else will take care of itself. And I think you saw what we can be when we do that on Saturday. You know, everybody's just having fun, coming together, and don't care who gets the credit. Everybody just does their job. And yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Garrett, thanks for a couple minutes. Appreciate it.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.